Hi, it's Elijah Bascom, and I'm doing Module 9. And the question I decided to do was question number 1, where it states to identify organizations that they consider innovative or creative, and to visit the organization's website and determine from a structure, culture, or people standpoint what makes them so creative, and try to see if there's any patterns. The company I selected was McDonald's. Believe it or not, that was my first job. So I had a little bit of background information on the company and what made them so creative, but I also looked some things up. So here's some examples. One example of McDonald's being innovative is them collabing with the social media platform called TikTok. I don't know if you guys are familiar with it. I'm pretty sure you guys are. It's basically an app basically where people like share videos and share ideas and are somewhat creative, or just to make people laugh. But it's a platform where people just share not information, but like they just share things online. So McDonald's has actually cooperated with TikTok, and a lot of people from TikTok are like explaining what they would want on a McDonald's burger. So from TikTok, they encourage their customers to create new ideas for sandwiches and other combos, which is pretty innovative. They're collabing with one of the biggest social media platforms of today, which is amazing. Another example of McDonald's being innovative is them having celebrity combo meals. An example of that is the most famous one I know off the top of my head is Travis Scott. Travis Scott is a rapper that like a lot of people know about, and he had a collab combo with them as well. Also, people had collab combos. I know the most recent one was Offset and Cardi B, and I think J Balvin also had a collaboration with the company McDonald's, and they use this form of advertising to attract new customers, which is very innovative and it's amazing. What I want to say about McDonald's, it's always been innovative. I have a few things of what made them so innovative by each year. So actually, in 1950, they added an indoor setting where people could sit down and eat. In 1970, I think the most impactful one, honestly, for their company is they had a drive-through, which made food go out so much more quicker, and people could like now, instead of like waiting in line, they could drive their cars to the drive-through and just order food from there. Another one they had was adding breakfast menus in 1980, and I think more recently, now breakfast is served all day, which is so creative. Not a lot of restaurants do that. Now, a lot of places like Wendy's, Burger King, they copied McDonald's, where they're like, oh, we sell breakfast all day. I'm not even sure if they sell breakfast all day, actually, but I know they sell breakfast. In 1990, they added a kids play area where kids could like eat their food, and then the parents could like just talk, and the kids could go and play and eat their food, which is very creative. And the most recent one, besides all the collaborations they had, was the adding of the kiosk. I know when I started at McDonald's, there was no kiosks I started that job when I was like 16. I'm 21 now. But when I first started there was no kiosk. But toward the end of my time being there, I was around 18. They added 2 new kiosks, and like they really pushed us to use the kiosk. They're like, guys, instead of like people ordering at the front, push them to use the kiosk, make them use the kiosk. And they really pushed that before I was leaving, I remember. Some people at first, they didn't like it, especially like the older generation, I feel like, because they more like the face-to-face encounter. But like kids like us, like around my age, it's just so much easier. They can just tap their food and just sit down and it'll be out in like 2 minutes, which is crazy. And I have a quote from a website. I'm definitely gonna cite it down. It says, "These efforts have helped McDonald's achieve 9 straight quarters of same-store sales growth, with U.S. comparable sales growing more than 10% for all of 2022." Meaning they're making so much money from these new creative ideas, which is why they consistently get more money. And according to MeatPoultry.com, it states a focus on digital. So this is for the future. It says, according to MeatPoultry.com, it states a focus on digital delivery and drive-through during 2023 continues to be a focus for quick service restaurants, McDonald's stated. So they're really trying to push out like getting out their food as quickly as possible. And I'm actually like, I want to know what McDonald's is gonna do 10 years from now. I'm 21 currently, so when I'm 31, what is McDonald's gonna look like? Are we even gonna have people like asking us what we want to eat, or like are robots gonna take over and like take our food from there? And I used to work at McDonald's, so I used to know how everything has changed. I was there for around two and a half years, 3 years, and things have changed so much from those 2 years, which is quite amazing. So yeah, that's it.